If you are tired of dying easily in Rust and want to win more fights, this video is exactly what you need. Today, I'll show you 20 pro tips, tricks and strategies that will keep you alive longer and help you win more fights. And let me tell you straight away, you don't need insane recoil control, crazy aim and flashy moves. All you need is to change a few settings, master basic mechanics and avoid making stupid mistakes. And I'm here to help you with all these things. But first, be sure to hit that like button below and subscribe to the channel, it helps me a lot. And now, tip number 1. Shields are now one of the most broken items in Rust. Since the last update, the developers added a new setting that lets you instantly switch the shield to your pistol. To enable this setting, go to Settings, Keybinds and find Toggle Shield on back, and set it to caps lock for example. This simple trick will boost your chances of winning a fight many times over, because you can catch your enemies off guard. Tip number 2. It might sound simple, but sometimes avoiding PvP or just surviving during a fight is already a huge win. Yes, you didn't gain anything, but you didn't lose anything either. The most fundamental rule you should always follow is not to start a fight unless you're confident you can win. The best PvPs are the ones where you know you have the advantage, so don't try to outplay a small group. Just avoid them, or wait for a better moment when someone else gets involved. Tip numero 3. If you're using only one type of barricade, you're missing a lot. You can combine a wooden barricade with a stone barricade to get this unexpected peek. And you can take this trick to a whole new level by combining all of this with a heavy helmet. Now you have 90% headshot protection, and since only your head is visible to your enemies, it's almost impossible to win you in a fight. Tip number 4. Grenades are actually really underrated in Rust, mainly because most players don't really know how to use them. And sometimes, 1 or 2 simple grenades can win you an entire fight, or even defend your base during a raid. So let me show you how to practice throwing grenades. First, connect to any building server. Just press this button on the left and choose a server with the lowest ping. Build a simple 2x1, place a single doorway here, go outside, take a grenade and try to throw it into this doorway. Take a few steps back, throw the grenade again and keep increasing the distance. Keep in mind that you can throw a grenade at a much longer distance if you run and jump at the same time. Your task is to find the maximum distance you can move away from the doorway, while still being able to throw a grenade inside the base. Once you've understood how to throw grenades and how far they can fly, you should try to throw them on the different monuments from different positions, so you can gain experience in real conditions. This will help you safely counter the recycler without any gunfight if you have a simple grenade. Tip number 5.
What the hell?
This one is my favorite. If you can't hit a naked guy and you don't want to waste bullets, you can use this simple spell. Just politely ask them to stop, and you won't have to waste your ammo. Unfortunately, it doesn't always work, but it's definitely worth a try. Tip number 6. Since the character update in Rust, Face Punch also changed animations for running, crouching and jumping. This makes it way easier to crouch sprint, because it's almost impossible to make a step with these new animations, so you'll be completely silent. All you need to do is hold shift for 3 seconds, so your character starts sprinting on its own. Then you can release the shift button and tap Ctrl once every second while holding W button. This will let you move insanely fast, without making any footstep sounds. Tip number 7. 6, 7, 6, 7. If for some reason you're having trouble hitting the targets, make sure to check this setting. I'm talking about mouse acceleration. This setting changes your mouse sensitivity depending on how fast you're moving the mouse, which will make your aim inconsistent, shaky, and can really mess up your gaming experience. To disable this option, go to your desktop, type mouse settings in the search bar, and find additional mouse settings. In this window, go to pointer options and uncheck this box. This simple trick will instantly make your aim much more consistent. Tip number 8. If you still can't control your recoil after changing this setting, this means you're using the wrong sensitivity. And the quickest and easiest way to find the best sense is to use this website. It's not sponsored, I honestly think this tool is really helpful. Here you need to select Sensitivity tool and then Sensitivity Finder. Click this button here and play a few rounds of this little game. It will take you about 5 minutes, but at the end it will show you your perfect sensitivity that you can use in Rust or other FPS games. Tip number 9.
I built this shit! Me! Brick by brick!
Now, once you have found your sensitivity, you should learn spray patterns for different weapons, so you can win more fights. The easiest way to do this is to go to any aim server and enable the spray pattern button. To make it even easier, first, learn to control the recoil while sitting. To control an AK, you just need to move your mouse down and to the left. To control an MP5, you first need to pull the mouse down and to the left, then to the right, and again to the left, and so on. To control a semi-auto, you just need to spam the left mouse button and slowly pull the mouse down. And it's pretty much the same story with most other weapons too. You just need to test every weapon and choose the easiest one for you. Tip number 10. For the next step, you need to learn how to control the recoil while standing. And I recommend starting at a very close distance, because in most cases you'll only use this skill in close-range combat. It's much more difficult to learn this, since the recoil is twice as strong. But if you master this skill, it will be much more difficult for anyone to hit you, because you can move way faster, which will increase your chances of winning a fight. Tip number 11. If you want to increase your chances of success even more and reduce the recoil of any weapon to make it easier to control, you can use tactical gloves and some attachments, such as laser sight and hollow sight. This simple combo will reduce the aim con by 90% and increase your accuracy, making it much easier to control the recoil. Plus, thanks to the gloves, you will get rid of this annoying handshake, which can be insanely helpful if you're using a sniper rifle. Tip number 12.
Oh my God, no way.
Another mechanic that will boost your chances of winning a fight is a fast zoom. Instead of pressing the right button, then adjusting the crosshair to your enemy and wasting a lot of precious time, you should learn to always keep the crosshair on the target, so you can start shooting right away. Yes, it will save you only a fraction of a second, but in Rust, even a fraction of a second can be crucial in a high-intensity fight, and the player who has this advantage will always win. Tip number 13. If you don't know where to practice all these mechanics, here are some of the most useful aim training servers. I leave all the IPs in the description below, so you can just copy them. First, we have the bow training server. Here you can practice shooting with a bow, crossbow or other weapons against real players in real conditions. Next, we have Rust Reborn with Bed Wars, Arenas, Training, FFA and Battlegrounds. Next, we have a classic UKNGG with bot training, arenas and matchmaking against real players. Next, we have Rustoria with a huge number of different modes and aim training and an exclusive mode called Aim Boost. Here, you can practice 3 different types of aim mechanics. The first one is great for practicing quick aim, flicks and reaction. Second mode is similar to the first, but only with multiple targets. And the last mode is slightly different and more focused on practicing hitting a moving target. Next, we have a perfect aim train. The main advantage of the server is the aim bots arena. All the bots here run in open space, and you'll be able to practice your aim on them using all the weapons available. And the last and most unique server is Raid Simulator. In general, the whole point of the server is that you learn how to raid, but you can also use it to practice your PvP mechanics. Describing this mode is quite simple. You have to choose an attacking side or a defending side. After that, you and other players will spawn in the already prepared base, with weapons, explosives, ammunition and everything else. The task of the attacking side is to destroy the TC of the defending side. The task of the defending side is to protect the TC. In my opinion, this is one of the best servers for practicing your aim. Tip number 14. Now that you know all the aim mechanics, let's talk about actual tips that will help you survive longer in any PvP. Try to anticipate where your enemies might be and stay one step ahead. This skill is most useful on different monuments or during events, for example on the cargo ship or the oil rig. Tip number 15. Following the same strategy, try to move as unpredictably as possible, so your enemies can't read you. For example, when you jump, you give away your trajectory, so your enemy knows exactly where your body is going to be when you land, so they can pre-fire you. If you can't outplay your opponents, try to imagine the fight from their point of view, and choose the most unpredictable moves that they definitely won't be able to counter. Tip number 16. This one might sound simple, but the fully fed player has a 25% higher chance of getting up. So building your own farm can be insanely helpful, because not only can you sell this food, but it will also help you stay alive longer. Tip number 17. Before heading to any monument, be sure to check what's going on there using the computer station. Or if you have a second PC, you can open these cameras on your second screen to see what's happening on these monuments in real time. On the airfield, you can use this code. On the dome, use these two codes. On the cargo ship, you have 5 different cameras. Here are all the codes. On the ferry terminal, you also have 5 cameras in different parts of this monument. On the large oil rig, you have too many cameras, so here are all the codes. The same applies to the small oil rig, but there are not so many cameras. On the missile silo, you have 5 different cameras. And lastly, here are some codes for the Red Town. By the way, if you don't want anyone watching you, you can just shoot at the camera, and it will stop working for 5 minutes. Tip number 18. If you've built a base in the forest or jungle biome, be sure to use binoculars. This simple item will help you see other players inside the bushes or trees, so you can't be caught off guard by campers. Tip number 19.
O kurwa nie gryzie! Fafik! Pa! Fafik!
If you are playing in a group, get a caravan. This will give you a respawn point right where the action is. Plus, you can store the loot that you already won inside this car, and have a movable wall to cover bodies from enemy fire. In general, this is the biggest game changer in combat. And finally, tip number 20. The only way to get really good at Rust is experience. And the only way to get that experience is just to play the game. Better on 2x or 4x modded servers with high online. That way, you won't be too attached to the loot like on the classic server, and you will have way more action. What other tricks or strategies do you know to survive longer and win more fights? Please write them in the comments below. Maybe I'll use your trick in the next video. Also, if you want to support my channel, you can join the membership and become a real chat. So, if you have the opportunity, I'd appreciate your support. And if you want to learn even more about Rust, then this is the updated, ultimate guide to all monuments in Rust, from Tier 1 all the way up to Tier 3.